जी प्यारे दोस्तों, ये मैंने पिछले दिनों जो नेट ऑफ था उसमें मैंने आप लोगों को ग्रुप में तो शेयर की थी, मगर इसकी वीडियो जो थी पेंडिंग रह गई भी थी। मैंने कहा चलें अभी आप लोगों का कल पेपर है, चलते चलते आप लोगों उसको उसकी रिवीजन भी हो जाएगी अगर ये वीडियो देख लेंगे। सो लेट स्टार्ट। हमने सबसे पहले जो है ना, इसमें क्या है कि पहले मैंने थोड़े से बनाए हैं इसके क्या बोलते हैं इसको, आपके ट्रू फॉल्स। फिर उसके बाद जो है हमने ट्रू फॉल्स के बाद फिर फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स भी करेंगे। स्टार्स आर ओनली विजिबल इन द स्काई एट नाइट, ये ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है? दिस इज़ ट्रू। द सन इज़ नॉट अ स्टार, ये ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है? फॉल्स है जी। Constellations are group of stars that form a pattern when looked at from the earth. True. The planets in the solar system have no light of their own, ये भी ट्रू है। द मून हैज़ नो लाइट ऑफ इट्स ओन, ये ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है जी? ट्रू है जी, ठीक है। द मून, क्योंकि मून जो है वो तो सिर्फ सन की लाइट रिफ्लेक्ट करता है ना, सो इसकी अपनी लाइट तो नहीं हुई। तो विल से द मून हैज़ नो लाइट ऑफ इट्स ओन। द मून टेक्स अबाउट 365 डेज टू कंप्लीट वन रेवोल्यूशन अराउंड द अर्थ। फॉल्स है जी, ये तो फॉल्स है ना। 365 डेज तो अर्थ लेती है टू कंप्लीट वन रेवोल्यूशन अराउंड द सन, ठीक है जी। द पार्ट ऑफ अर्थ दैट इज फेसिंग द सन हैज़ नाइट। द पार्ट ऑफ अर्थ दैट इज फेसिंग द सन हैज़ नाइट, ये तो उल्टा है भाई। जो फेसिंग द सन होता है वो तो उसमें तो डे होता है। सो दिस इज फॉल्स। द अर्थ रोटेट्स ऑन इट्स एक्सिस फ्रॉम ईस्ट टू वेस्ट, ये ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है? फॉल्स है जी, ठीक है। सीजन्स आर कॉज्ड बाय द रेवोल्यूशन ऑफ अर्थ अराउंड द मून, ठीक है। ये अराउंड द मून है? नहीं यार, ये तो गड़बड़ है। अराउंड द रेवोल्यूशन ऑफ अर्थ, अराउंड तो मून के तो नहीं है जी, मून तो अर्थ के गिर्द घूमता है, लिहाजा दिस इज फॉल्स। ए सोलर एक्लिप्स इज कॉज्ड व्हेन द अर्थ पासिस बिटवीन द सन एंड द मून। फॉल्स, ये उल्टा है ना। The sun's gravity keeps the planet and their moons orbiting around it. True. The gas giants in our solar system are smaller than the rocky planets. ये भी false है जी। The length of a shadow is not affected by the position of the sun in the sky. ये भी false है। The tilt of Earth's axis and its revolution around the sun causes the seasons. True है, ठीक है जी। द मून ऑलवेज शोज द सेम साइड टू द अर्थ, ये ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है? ट्रू है। प्लैनेट्स रिफ्लेक्ट द लाइट फ्रॉम द मून, प्लैनेट्स रिफ्लेक्ट द लाइट फ्रॉम द मून? नहीं नहीं, फ्रॉम द सन होगा भाई। फॉल्स है ये। द अर्थ रोटेट्स ऑन इट्स एक्सिस वंस एवरी 24 आवर्स। ट्रू है जी, ठीक है जी। अपने एक्सिस पे जो है ना, अपनी घूमती है जो, वो 24 आवर्स में। द मून्स phases are caused by its orbit around the sun. Moon's phases are caused by its orbit around sun? नहीं भी, ये तो false है। The lunar eclipse is caused when the earth passes between the sun and the moon. True है जी ये, ठीक है। The northern hemisphere has summer when the north pole is tilted towards the sun. True, ठीक है जी। जो भी पोल अर्थ की तरफ टिल्ट हुआ होगा, सी व्हेन यू लुक अप इनटू द स्काई, अब हम फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स। यू सी काउंटलेस डैश ट्विंकलिंग इन द स्काई, क्या है? काउंटलेस स्टार्स ट्विंकलिंग इन द स्काई। द सन इज ऑल्सो अ स्टार, बट इट अपीयर्स बिगर एंड बिगर देन अदर स्टार्स बिकॉज इट इज मच क्लोजर टू द अर्थ। फिर थर्ड है, ग्रुप्स ऑफ स्टार्स seen together are called constellations. The dash, the planets and the moons together form the solar system. The sun, the planets and their moons together form the solar system. Dash are large bodies of rocks and gas that rotate around the sun. ये क्या होती हैं जी? Planets are large bodies of rock and gas that rotate around the sun. Our solar system has how many planets? 8 planets, ठीक है जी। पहले प्लूटो भी होता था मगर अभी निकाल दिया गया, लिहाजा हम उसको कहते हैं कि जी हमारे 8 planets हैं। The 4 planets nearest the sun are smaller than the 4 planets farther the sun. They are called the terrestrial planets, ठीक है जी। The 4 planets the furthest from the sun are made up of gas, ice and liquid and do not have a solid surface, ये बात तो ठीक है। They are called Jovian planets. The the planet Earth has only one natural satellite, the moon. ठीक है, the moon takes about 27 days to complete one revolution around the earth. ठीक है ना जी, इसीलिए जो मून के महीने होते हैं वो शिफ्ट होते रहते हैं. द चेंजिंग शेप्स ऑफ मून दैट वी सी फ्रॉम द अर्थ आर कॉल्ड phases of the moon. The spinning or rotating of earth on its axis is called rotation of the earth. The earth's axis is tilted at an angle. ठीक है जी, when the north pole is tilted towards the sun, the northern hemisphere has summer. The earth's movement around the sun is called the revolution of the earth. Seasons are caused because of the tilt of the earth's axis and revolution of the earth. ठीक है जी, an eclipse occurs when dash objects in space line up in a row. When three objects line up in a row. A dash eclipse is an eclipse when the sun of the sun in which the sun cannot be seen either partially or completely from the earth. ये क्या है? A solar eclipse जो होता है इसमें हमें नज़र नहीं आता सन थोड़ी देर के लिए. A dash eclipse is an eclipse of moon where the sun, earth and moon are in line and the earth is in the middle. A lunar eclipse में क्या होता है कि जब अर्थ सन और अर्थ और मून जो है ना ये सारे लाइन में होते हैं, मगर जो है अर्थ जो होती है मिडल में होती है. द सन, प्लैनेट्स, their moon, asteroids, comets and meteorite system together form the solar system. ठीक हो गया जी, ये आपके ट्रू फॉल्स भी फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स भी हो गए. ठीक है, अब हम शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन भी जल्दी जल्दी कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, what is the distance between the earth and the sun? Answer is the average distance between earth and sun is about 150 million kilometers. What is the distance between Mercury and the sun? Answer is the distance between Mercury and the sun is about 57 million kilometers. What is the difference between a planet and a star? A planet is a large body of rocks and gas that rotates around a star, while a star is a celestial object that emits light and heat due to nuclear reactions happening in its core. What is the importance of the sun's energy for its life on earth? The sun's energy is essential for life on earth because it provides heat and light. It is also a source of energy for the photosynthesis, which is the process by which plants make food. What is a constellation? Answer क्या है? Constellation is a group of stars that form a pattern when looked at from the earth. ठीक है. How are constellations formed? Constellations are formed by groups of stars that are close to each other and appear to form a recognizable pattern in the sky. What are the phases of moon? Answer is the phases of moon are the changing shapes of moon that we see from the earth at different times. What is a solar eclipse? Answer क्या है? A solar eclipse is an eclipse of the sun in which the sun cannot be seen either partially or completely from the earth. This occurs when the moon passes between the sun and the earth and prevents sunlight from reaching earth. What is a lunar eclipse? A lunar eclipse is an eclipse of the moon where the sun, earth and moon are in line and the earth is in the middle. ठीक है जी, the earth blocks the sunlight from falling on the moon, causing it to appear darkened. ठीक है जी, what causes the season on earth? The seasons of earth are caused by the tilt of earth's axis. ठीक है जी, what is shape of the earth? The shape of earth is like a sphere flattened at the top and the bottom. What is the axis of the earth? The axis of an imaginary line that passes through the center of the earth from the north pole to the south pole. What are the two types of motion of the earth? The two types of motion of earth are rotation and revolution. How long does it take for the earth to complete one rotation on its axis? It takes 24 hours. याद रखें, एक्सिस के गिर्द 24 hours है, जबकि रेवोल्यूशन जो है उसका 365 days है. What causes day and night on the earth? Day and night of the earth are caused by the rotation of the earth on its axis. फिर आगे जी, what is the sun's role in the solar system? The sun is the largest object in the solar system and is at its center, and the other objects are bound to it by an invisible force called gravity. The sun's gravity keeps them circling or orbiting around it. The sun also provides energy in the form of heat and light, which is essential for the life on earth. What are the four small rocky planets nearest to the sun in our solar system? Four small rocky planets nearest to the sun in our solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. What are the gas giants in our solar system? The gas giants in our solar system are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. What is a moon? A moon is a natural satellite that orbits a planet. What is the name of the only natural satellite of Earth? The name of the only natural satellite of Earth is Moon. ठीक हो गया जी? अब लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस भी कर लें, जल्दी जल्दी रिपीट ही कर रहे हैं ना हम, जल्दी जल्दी कर लेते हैं लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन. ठीक है जी. What is the solar system? Describe the main components and their movements. The solar system is the collection of celestial bodies that orbit around the sun. The main components of the solar system are the sun, 8 planets, their moon, asteroids, comets, and meteoroids. The 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The 4 planets closest to the sun are small rocky planets, while the other 4 planets are gas giants. Each planet moves in a fixed path called an orbit around the sun. The planets and their moons are bound to the sun by an invisible force called gravity. Explain the phases of the moon. How does the moon rotation and revolution affect the view from the earth? ठीक है जी. ये क्या है कि द चेंजिंग शेप्स ऑफ द मून दैट वी सी फ्रॉम द अर्थ एट डिफरेंट टाइम्स आर कॉल्ड द फेजेस ऑफ द मून. द मून टेक्स अबाउट 27 days to complete one revolution around the earth. As the moon moves around the earth, different parts are lit up by the sun at different times of the month. From the earth we only see the part of the moon that is lit. The rest is darkened and darkness. During its orbit around the earth, the moon reaches a point where the part facing the earth is not illuminated with sunlight. The illuminated side is facing away from the earth. This phase is called new moon. As the moon continues to orbit, more and more of it is visible and it keeps getting bigger in size. After the full moon, we begin to see less and less of the moon lit by the sun, and it appears to be getting smaller. This is called waning. ठीक है, ये waning भी आपसे पूछा जा सकता है, waning क्या होती है और new moon क्या होता है. How does the Earth's rotation cause day and night? Describe the relationship between the Earth's rotation and apparent movement of the sun in the sky. The spinning or rotating of Earth on its axis is called the rotation of the Earth. The Earth rotates from west to east. ये याद रखना है, Earth rotate कहाँ से करती है? West to east करती है, and completes one rotation in 24 hours. As the Earth rotates, the part of the Earth facing the sun receives the sun's light and has day, while the part that is away from the sun has night. Every 24 hours, we experience one day and one night. Every morning, the sun rises and it appears to move across the sky from east to west, then sets in the west. The apparent movement of the sun in the sky is due to the Earth's rotation on its axis. What causes the seasons on Earth? Describe the relationship between the Earth's tilt and its revolution around the sun. Seasons are caused by the tilt of Earth's axis and the revolution of the Earth around the sun. The Earth's axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree. When the North Pole is tilted towards the sun, the Northern Hemisphere receives the direct rays of sun and has summer, while the Southern Hemisphere receives the slanting rays and has winter. While the South Pole is tilted towards the sun, the Southern Hemisphere has summer, while the Northern Hemisphere has winter. The length of the daylight also changes during the seasons, with longer days in summer and shorter days in winter. फिर आ गया क्वेश्चन 1 के जी. What are solar and lunar eclipse? How do they occur? Solar and lunar eclipse occur when 3 objects in a space line up in a row. A solar eclipse is an eclipse of the sun in which the sun cannot be seen either partially or completely from the earth. This is because the moon passes between the sun and earth and prevents the sun's light from reaching earth. A shadow of the moon falls on the earth. A lunar eclipse is an eclipse of the moon where the sun, earth and moon are in line. ठीक है जी.